Oh, sorry, guys. I was just sweeping up a little bit of trash from last weekend. That's right. My Raiders wound up taking the Chargers out. Swept them for the first time, I don't know, in a long time, but in a domineering fashion. We got back to our ground game, got back to the running game. Run DMC, baby. And a little Bush never hurts. Anyway, thank you to all my Charger friends out there for being such good sports. You know who you guys are. I won't throw any names out there. Geno, Andy. You know, you guys are just great guys. I love it. I love you guys. I love talking trash. Never would have thought that happened, but it did. And thank you for the Christmas present. And yes, of course, I'm going to crow about it. I'm going to crow about it like the corners of Joan Rivers' eyes before she got her first tuck. I am going to crow about this for a long time, rant and rave, and hopefully we get into the playoffs and we watch you guys and Phillip Rivers. Please, Phillip Rivers, he's a good, great quarterback, but he's such a dick. Anyway, let's get on to what we came here to see, the lock around the clock. And it's that time of year, people. It's a giving time of year. And guess what I'm giving you? I'm giving you your 1 o'clock lock. Your 1 o'clock lock is, yes, my Raiders. Ho, 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 baby. Garrard, look out. Jacksonville has lost to some top teams. I'm not saying the Raiders are a top team, but they're 500 and above. And 500 and above teams have beaten down Jacksonville, San Diego, Philly, KC, the Giants. The list can go on. They had more losses than players with 3 names like Mike Sims-Walker and Maurice Jones-Drew. Maurice Jones-Drew might be the only little bit of problem we have the whole game, if any. The offense is just not moving well. Mercedes Lewis is a little banged up. Sims-Walker hasn't had a breakout game, and hopefully if the Raiders play the way they should play defensively, Nnamdi Asomugha will be on him like white on rice this week. Look for the defense of the Raiders to hold MJD. Look what Rolando McClain did. Stud linebacker we drafted this year. Came up and knocked Darren Sproles into next week. As a matter of fact, I believe Darren Sproles just found his nose laying at the 40-yard line. People, look for the Raiders to harass them on defense, run and pound the ball with Bush and Run DMC all day. Look for Jacksonville. Sorry, guys, I'm a little out of it. I have a cold and did a lot of screaming this weekend. But look for the Raiders to take the 4.5. Take the 4.5. That's my 1 o'clock lock. Now, 4 o'clock lock, it's my special stocking lock. And what do we have for the stocking lock at 4 o'clock? A lock. Guess what? A lock. Yes, it is a lock. This is my game of the year, game of the week kind of lock, and I am batting 1,000 on those. I am 3-0 for the season. Whenever I told you it was the lock, put it in the bank, zip, game of the year, game of the week, those have been money. And this week, it's not any different. The 4 o'clock lock, you're going to take the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, getting the 7 points from San Diego. Excuse me. Take the Chiefs, getting the 7 points from San Diego. San Diego just really, I think, is hitting a slump this year as opposed to a continued streak like they usually do in December. I know they had that 8-game swoon, but that was obviously derailed. Look for Kansas City to do it this week. Oakland rather, still left the broom out there. Kansas City's going to pick it up and sweep it under the rug. 7 points. They may not win it outright, but they're going to cover. It's going to be a tight AFC West game. Look for Kansas City to finally start using Jamal Charles again this week. Thomas Jones. Look for Castle to just light it up. It's going to look like Christmas there. You know why? Because there's going to be bows all over the field. Dwayne Bowe is going to be all over the field. He's going to be in the end zone. Len Pope. Look for Pope to hit it. McCluster's maybe to get a run back. San Diego's special teams have been horrible. Look for Kansas City to score a special teams touchdown. It's going to be a melee, possibly. But take Kansas City. Take the 7. Take it to the bank. Take it to your book. And take the money on that one. I'm telling you, that is my lock of the day. If you take any of my games, that is the game I'm going to take. Now, 8 o'clock lock. And I got to call this a little short, guys. Dallas, Philly, at Dallas. Look, this game, 50 over to 50.5, going to happen. Dallas has been playing well on defense, don't get me wrong, but the Eagles are a much better offense than they faced. Remember, Peyton Manning, who has not been himself, he's lost 3 in a row, I believe, threw 4 picks to this team last week. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys. Ever since Wayne Phillips is gone, and Jason Garrett, homeboy from Oceanport, has taken over this team. They have been doing phenomenal, I know. They're going to put up points, though, and Philly, believe me, is going to put up points. Philly has been a monster. Mike Vick has been playing well. Deshaun Jackson has been getting downfield. Look for him to stretch this offense. Take the over 50.5 in the 8 o'clock lock. 1 o'clock, take the Raiders. Kansas City at 4. Get on it, people. It's +7. Kansas City, 4 o'clock lock, 8 o'clock lock. Take the over 50.5. Take it to the bank. Take it to your book and take it east.
Imagine there's no heaven.